I agree with everything you said, by the way. I like the idea of charging for services as long as they're reasonable services. We're not gouging our other political entities and so on and so forth. We're being fair and so on and so forth. Everything you said I like, with the exception of the fact that it's being done without a plan. So you could put all this down on the numbers. You can see both sides of the balance sheet and say, okay, we're gonna change this in ADP. We're gonna charge more because we're gonna get more services. We're gonna amp up the equipment we've got and so on and so forth. That's the expense side. And here's our revenue picture on the other side. That would help us to determine whether or not these things are reasonable and it's something we can support, because we have to be able to support the taxpayers.
Yeah.
If they're gonna be supporting a bump in the cost to operate this department, we have to be able to justify that. So help us to justify that by giving us the facts to do that.
I think I can't create the plan until I fix the anomalies. And the anomalies are, we got people being paid out. I don't know what my model is. You have to first understand how the organism behaves before you can create the plan for the organism to behave. So in some regards, you're paying people out of real estate that belong in ADP. How do you know what your burden is in ADP? Till you move them and say, this is my real burden now, and you have some legitimate method to go after. I don't know that a plan first would have benefited what we actually implement. So the steps we're taking are, at 6 months, we've identified the anomalies, the problems, the ones that are illegal and the ones that are just not productive. And we're making actions to remedy those. I think then as we work through that experience, we're developing long-term, do we want outside concerns to be parties with us in the ADP endeavor? Do we want to do that? Those are decisions the ADP board has to make as a whole. And I think all we can do is present them the data and say, here's your costs. Do you want to embark on a cost model that may or may not be profitable? You want to do that. So until I can answer what is the profit margin, what is your cost structure, I can't tell them to expand, contract, or go upside down. I have to first figure it out. And